And you guys probably know the typical Jeep Wrangler thing is to leak absolutely everywhere to get inside the Jeep. Look at that, we got some just the top. What's happening, Jeep fam? Welcome back to another one. A little chilly day out today, but as you guys know, we have a Jeep Wrangler. And you guys probably know the typical Jeep Wrangler thing is to leak absolutely everywhere. That is a definite case in this. We have leaks that come in here. We have leaks that come in here. We have leaks that come in this one. Back here. We got leaks that come from the Freedom tops right in the dead center onto the radio. Both sides. Floorboards get filled with freaking water. It drives us nuts. That's why we pulled all the carpets out. So there's no carpets in there right now. And you can see, piled up with some water. Got a little bit of rust surface on the floor. I'm going to grind that off because we are actually going to be, we're going to we're going to Raptor line the whole tub of the Jeep in a future episode, so stay tuned for that. But right now, we're going to try to get rid of these leaks. So if you guys have a Jeep Wrangler that leaks, has the same issue, stay tuned. We're going to try to get to the end of it so we get no more leaks, no more sopping, wet carpets, rusted floors, messed up radios. I've seen it happen. Luckily, it hasn't happened to us yet, but hopefully it won't, because I really don't want to spend money on a brand new radio right now with everything else. Because if you guys don't know, the old Dangler Wrangler is down and out right now. We had an issue with the rear axle yesterday. Not really sure what's going on. I don't know, but we're going to tear it apart tomorrow when I got time, and we're going to see what's going on. I think it's the ring and pinion again, but I don't know. We'll see. But you guys stay tuned. We'll see you guys at the store. All right, y'all. We didn't film in the store, but we just got back. So what we did is we went to Home Depot. If you don't have a Home Depot where you are, you can go to Lowe's, Ace Hardware, something like that. See if you can find this stuff right here. This is Auto and Marine Rubber Weather Seal, 10-year guarantee. This stuff remains flexible, -40 degrees to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This stuff is hopefully gonna fix our leaking issue. There's actually two pieces in here. If you look, there's two separate pieces in here. Now they are connected. I am gonna cut this so that I get two separate pieces so I can actually put them, one right here and then one over here, which I'll show you guys here in a second. So as you guys can see, I already have a piece of little like weather stripping on here, but you can see it gets crushed and it doesn't come back out after a while. These have been on here for almost a year and it worked great for a while, but you can see down here, it doesn't last very long. It did its job for a while, but we are going to remove all of this. As you can see, it didn't stick very well, but we're going to remove it all. But after a while, it ends up getting crushed like this, and you can't really do much about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, I'm going to cut them in half, and I'm going to be putting them all along here to come down, and then it's going to come all the way down the A-pillar, all the way down to the same spot I had this, but it's going to come down to about right here, and that way it will fall into here and go where it's supposed to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the Freedom tops, and I'm actually going to put that seal right along here on the inside, and I'll show you that in a minute, along with on the back side, because we have water that comes in right here where the center section is, and it falls right onto our stereo, and then also we get water that comes in right there. So hopefully with the addition of this, we can seal this up. Now I bought two of these. They have two 8.5 foot pieces in them, so that's what it is right there. It's got two 8.5 foot pieces, so hopefully it will end up working. We got some rubbing alcohol right here. There we go. We got some rubbing alcohol right here to take off the excess adhesive and make sure the surface is nice and clean when we go to put the new stuff on. So with that being said, I'm gonna get this stuff taken off. All right, y'all, so what we're gonna do is we got all that off, got a pair of scissors, and we are gonna cut this right in the center and make this one piece into two separate pieces, and then we're gonna stick this up onto here around the entire seal, so make sure that no water can get in, hopefully. We'll give you an update in a couple weeks after a couple big rainstorms and see how she goes and if it actually worked or not. Let's get to cutting this up.
A broken glass while I'm thinking in my head.
All right, y'all, we got it all split up. As you can see, I pulled some of the backing off of it and snipped it so I can get it started. I'm gonna start right up here and I'm gonna run it right down that little area. That way, when this door closes, this door seal up top will close directly onto this, and it will, in turn, give it more of a sealing aspect so water can't get in, hopefully.
I mind my own, I don't even break.
All right, so we got all this up here. We stuck everything on there, and I actually went onto this rubber piece to hopefully, because the natural water track is right here, I'm hoping, because we do have leaks that come from right here, I'm hoping that with this being here, that we don't have to worry about anything getting to come down through here. All right, y'all, so basically what we're gonna do now is I trim this like that so I can sneak it up underneath here and put this in, because this is the natural water path where it comes down, and I'm hoping with this being snuck up underneath this little rubber piece, it won't have a chance to remotely even try to come back to get into the Jeep, and it'll just keep flowing down this channel right here, which will in turn flow down out here and out the designated area designed by Jeep. It just needs a little assistance, obviously, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna snip this backing off, just a little bit of it, not much, because obviously we don't need a lot of it undone yet. But we're gonna run this right here, and then we will bring it right down through here. And I think instead of running it on the inside right here, I might end up running it on the outside channel of this. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm not 100% sure, but I think what I'll do is instead of running it here, I'll run it on the outside, but I'm not 100% sure, but I will show you guys here in a hot second. All right, so we got that firstly stuck there. Remove some of that backing. Not a lot, just do a little bit at a time. And then come in. Don't pull too tight on it. I made that mistake with the foam stuff, and it didn't end up sticking very well because it ended up trying to pull back on itself, which is not a good idea to do. Just kind of lightly set it in place. Now, I was debating on what to do right here with this plastic rubber piece. I'll show you guys that one. There we go. I was debating on whether to do just to stop it here and then keep going like down here like I had it before, but I think I'm just going to go right over top of it, and basically, because I did wipe it with alcohol, because my hope is that with this being there, the water is going to have no chance to get inside the Jeep. Sorry for the camera movement, guys. But yeah, we'll run that straight down through here, and we'll end it right down here. All right, y'all, we got one of the Freedom tops off. I took the other one off, but it's over there. But this is the front edge of your seal that secures to your windshield. We have a leak that comes in here, and a leak that comes in where the two Freedom tops meet, which is right here. We also have a leak that comes in back here on this back corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this leftover piece from one of those strips at 8.5 feet, and I'm going to put it right along here, along where that seal hits, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the front section. And then I'm also going to do the other one, because the other one, on this one, this is the passenger side, this has this seal here. So on the other one, I'm going to put one of these pieces right along here on the other top, which is bare, that meets up against this and butts up. And I'll put this here, so that way it'll sit right in there and we won't have any water leaks. Hopefully.
Oh, this matters is insane. Why you still living?
All right, y'all. We got all the panels done. We got all the doors and everything done. This is the driver's side, so I put a seal on the back side. This part goes towards the back of the Jeep. And I also did the normal seal that goes where the door goes, but I also did the seal that goes towards the center of the Jeep and the seal that goes in the front. Unfortunately, I snipped one of the ones that was over there where I wasn't supposed to, wasn't thinking, and I kind of messed up. So I couldn't do this section right here in one solid piece, so it is split right there. But 2 packages will definitely get you the entire amount on the Jeep, without a doubt. The other aspect is, since I did mess up on that piece, I didn't get a chance to do the back side of this Freedom Top panel. If I didn't mess up, I would have definitely had enough. But unfortunately, I messed up on one small piece, so I didn't have enough to do this. So I will have to go back and get another package just so I can do this section right here. And that way it'll be a solid piece and it will be completely sealed, hopefully. But with that being said, I'll show you guys the finished product, and I'll let you guys know in a couple weeks after we get some rainstorms and stuff how it seals up and how it does. All right, y'all, here's the final. This is the back door right here. You can see we brought it right down to the very edge because the top comes off. So brought it all the way down, ran it all the way up around that corner, right up to the front, right up over there. And then the doors do close a little stiffer now, but it's because it has that seal right there, which is good. But then we did this right here that comes across the top. This is actually on the Freedom panel right here. So we cut it right here because the Freedom panel comes off and this stays. And then we did that little section that comes down, so it kind of kicks it off over here, which in turn kicks it off onto this. One solid piece all the way down and through and down to the bottom right here. And that will, we went actually a little bit further than that little crease, and that way it'll kick it off right where the Jeep engineers designed it to go. You can see closes nice, nothing sticking up above, everything closes good, everything is nice and solid, and you can see the seal is tucked in there. It's not coming out on that Freedom panel, it's way in there, and it touches this seal right here, which is good. Seals up. I think we won't have any issues with the water anymore. But if we do, we will give you guys an absolute update to let you guys know how this turned out and if it worked and if we have to modify anything. Here's the other side, driver's side door. I actually brought this one down just a little bit further and angled it, so hopefully it'll catch in here. So if this works better than the passenger side, I'll do this same little section right here on that side, which I have a couple spares to actually do that with. So it'll come down one solid piece all the way down to there. And this is why we're doing it, because there's a bunch of surface rust on this floor that I cannot stand, which we are going to be cleaning this up. We're going to be Raptor lining the entire floor. The entire tub of the Jeep is going to get Raptor lined, so that never happens again.
I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's sad to hear the lights under the street lights, under the street lights.
As you guys know, building the Overland boat trailer. Well, it's done. The Timbren axle suspension.